Hi guys, how are you all doing? Tennis World with a tennis expert. I am your tennis expert. This is your 2025 season preview. I want to wish everyone a happy new year right around the world. And thanks for being with me, the Tennis World with a tennis expert in 2024. And yeah, guys, please stay here in 2025 for great content. We've got the Australian Open coming up, so many things. But now at the start of the year, I want to preview the whole year of 2025, right? I just think, as I said in my review of the 2024 season, please watch it if you've not, that Sinner and Alcaraz dominated, right? They're 21 and 23. The peak is 25 to 27 to 28. I would say they're going to get better this year as they move more towards their peak, and they're just going to dominate everyone. With the only exception, Novak Djokovic has a chance to challenge them, but everybody else, they're just going to dominate them. The question is, does Sinner and Alcaraz win all of the Grand Slams, or does Djokovic find a way to get one? But no one else other than Djokovic could challenge them. I just think, like with Djokovic taking 3 months off, right? Being excited about the game again and having passion like he missed the game. Having his older body feeling much fresher and much better. Having Andy Murray there. And then I think with Djokovic, like in 2023, he won 3 Grand Slams, a set away from winning 4 Grand Slams, won the top 8. He started out 2024 with all the expectation. He was the favorite. Then when he wasn't winning, people were like, what's happening? Like, you're not good anymore. Like, you're expected to win. You're not delivering. Whereas now Sinner and Alcaraz are going to start as the favorites. He can go there with nothing to lose. If he loses, it's fine. And if he wins, it's a shock. And also, he would be the oldest player to ever win a Grand Slam. So that makes it even more of a shock. So Djokovic can just go there and saying, if I don't win, no one's ever won at this age anyway. Sinner and Alcaraz are the favorites. But if I win, then like that's a shock. That's an amazing thing. So that takes all the pressure. It gives him a nothing to lose attitude. You come back fresh, better physical, and excited to be in the game again. And Andy Murray there. So I just really think like Djokovic could be a lot better and he could challenge Sinner and Alcaraz. I don't think if the draw comes up, he can beat both of them, but he could certainly beat one of them if he has a great day and maybe they're slightly off. So I'm saying I'm 50-50 where Sinner and Alcaraz will share 3 Grand Slams and Djokovic gets 1, or they just get all of them. But even if they get all of the Grand Slams, like Djokovic is going to be better this year. He's going to challenge them. He's going to be in semifinals and final. He's going to be pushing these guys to 4 or 5 sets. And he may get over the line and get 1 Grand Slam, but he's going to be much better, I would say. Without pressure, without expectation, more excited and passionate into the game, feeling better physically, he's going to really put pressure on these guys in all the Grand Slams, and he might just break through for one of them and become the oldest guy to ever to win a Grand Slam. And if it happens, it's most likely to be right about now at the Australian Open, guys. Obviously, when he's giving away the advantage of age, he'd want the most he would want the most amount of advantages like on his side, right? Like, and the way to get that is to be your best Grand Slam. So US Open, French Open, Djokovic wasn't even that great. I mean, he won, but didn't dominate at his peak. Wimbledon, the Australian Open are his best 2 Grand Slams. But Alcaraz beat him 2 years in a row at Wimbledon. And Alcaraz is just going to be better this year. And then Sinner's got like a more of like a Federer game, a bigger serve, more attacking game, a game that suits grass more than any other surface. So then that makes Wimbledon very hard, and the French Open and the US Open were never his best. So the Australian Open is his best, and Alcaraz has not won a Grand Slam on hard court for 2 years, and then he didn't even beat anyone good to win that US Open. Yes, Sinner's been great on hard courts, but this is also Djokovic's. Is his best Grand Slam. So this is the place where he has the best chance. Not that it's impossible, but the odds go way down in the other ones. Wimbledon, it's still He's got a good chance, even though despite those factors. The US Open, the French Open will be very hard. The French Open will be very, very hard. But the Australian Open, it's the best chance because Sinner's like a guy who his game is going to suit grass, and Alcaraz beat him there twice in a row. French Open, US Open were never his best ones, but the Australian Open is his best. And with his age, he needs the most amount of advantages. He probably needs it to be the Australian Open, and he probably needs it where the draw happens, where he doesn't have to beat both Sinner and Alcaraz, one of them. But in that case, he could do it at the Australian Open. But yeah, I'm 50-50 if he gets one. But Sinner and Alcaraz will still dominate, even though Djokovic will be much better. They'll be a bit better than him, and they'll win 3 of the 4 Grand Slams where one wins 2 and the other wins 1. Or they'll share the 4 Grand Slams where they win it 2 each, or one of them wins 3 and the other wins 1. No way to know. But then if Djokovic gets 1, they share 3 and one gets 2 and the other gets 1. But either way, they're going to either win 3 of the 4 Grand Slams or 4 of the 4 Grand Slams. And Djokovic is going to get 1 or 0. But even when Djokovic is not winning Grand Slams, he's going to be pushing Sinner and Alcaraz to amazing 4-5 set matches where he won't win. But he's got a 50% chance of winning one. But whether he wins or not, it's going to be a much better year for Djokovic. And he may just well win one, but Sinner and Alcaraz will be even better themselves, as Djokovic will be better, and they're going to share either 3 of the 4 Grand Slams or all of the 4 Grand Slams. I don't really see anyone else as a contender at all. I see Sinner and Alcaraz dominating, and then Djokovic will 50-50 to win 1 Grand Slam, and everyone else having no chance to win a Grand Slam. Like, that's the way I see this year. And that same feeling even outside the Grand Slam. Sinner and Alcaraz are the 2 favorites at Masters 1000. And Djokovic is the 3rd favorite, and the rest of the guys, it's easier for an underdog who can't really win a Grand Slam to win like 1 Masters 1000. So that'll probably happen to one of the other guys. But overall, most of the Masters 1000 will be won by Sinner and Alcaraz, and probably Djokovic's the 3rd favorite, and the other guys might just get hot for one tournament and win 1 too. But generally, Sinner and Alcaraz are the favorites in all the tournaments, and Djokovic is the 3rd favorite. And then there's a big gap with everybody else. I'm saying Djokovic is better this year. Sinner and Alcaraz continue and improve to be even better too. And the rest of the players are a long way behind these 3. Like, that's the way I'm going to see this 2025. That's my 2025 preview. I would say Alcaraz has a great chance at the French Open, Wimbledon. I think the US Open, he's got a great chance. I would say Sinner's best chances are the hardcourt ones, again, US and Australian Open, but also at Wimbledon. I think he has a low chance of winning the French Open. Alcaraz probably, because the worst Grand Slam for his 2 rivals, Djokovic and Sinner, will be the French, and he grew up on clay. So I think that's his best chance, but still has a great chance to win the 3rd Wimbledon. Good chance at the US Open. Australian Open, we've not seen much. But yeah, Sinner and Alcaraz will dominate. Djokovic has a chance to win a slam, and the rest of the guys, I'd be so surprised if they won any slam. But anyway, that's my preview. That's my 2025 season preview. That's my video for today. Subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Have a great day, night, from wherever you are in the world watching, and be back. I'll do another video tomorrow. I'll preview the Brisbane International, and I'll preview the ATP Cup. So be back for that, guys. Subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. See you guys soon, and thanks for watching, and bye for now. Thanks for being with me. Subscribe, and I'll see all you guys tomorrow. Bye for now.